crafty friends, it's Hannah at the Doodlebug, and happy Wednesday. So it's a What's New Wednesday with us today. Today I have a brand new company for you guys, and hopefully I can get a few eyeballs to pop on. There's one eyeball popping on. Perfect. I know I've been trying to get this all ready for you guys, and then also have a sample to show you, so it makes a little bit more sense whenever I'm showing it to you. So this is a brand new company for us today. I've never carried them in the store, and I was just telling Leslie the other day, we bring in so much stuff that I feel, and I know we bring in paper, and paper applies to everybody, but I feel like a lot of times we bring in a lot more stuff that kind of caters to card makers, and card making is a huge industry. And I will be honest, the card makers, they pay the bills around here. So I do kind of cater to the card makers, maybe a little bit more than scrapbookers sometimes, but scrapbookers, this one is just for you. Now, I'm a scrapbooker myself. I do love to make cards, but my true love is scrapbooking. And, as every good scrapbooker, I have all the tools. I've got the die cut machines, things like that, electronic ones, manual ones. Hey, Miss Donna. Miss Donna knows what's going on because she got a sneak peek of what's back here, and she got to take some goodies home in her hot little crafty hands as well. So one thing I know as a scrapbooker, a lot of times you've got a Big Shot, you've got a Platinum 6, you've got a Cuttlebug, but maybe you don't use it as much as you feel you should to really pay for that investment. My card makers, they use that baby all the time. They have made their money over and over and over again. Oh, Donna, you've been called out in the Facebook comments. Ooh, that's not good. But today, for my scrapbookers, if you've got a die cut machine, and if you don't, and you've kind of been thinking, well, maybe I'll get one, I'm not for sure, this may just tip you over the edge and bring you into the world of die cutting, because today we are looking at a company called Photo Dies. And what is so cool about this is I was working on an order, and another one of my great customers messaged me. She's like, hey, I don't know if you've heard about this company, but I really want to get some of these dies, and I would love to get them from you first, or from you if you can order them for me. And I said, you know what, Stephanie, I am actually working on an order right now for that company. So crazy. And so she added some sets on, which was great because it got me closer to my minimum order. So I totally appreciate that. And like I tell you guys all the time, if it's a company you're not even for sure if I can get, still ask me, because one, I appreciate the business, and two, if I can order it for you, you know I am going to. So without further ado, I'm going to flip the camera around. I'm going to grab my little order form too, so I can show you some fun stuff out of it. So I'm going to take my camera, switch arms. I'm getting tired. You think I have like biceps, from holding the camera out all the time, but I'm going to flip the camera around. All right, so this is what this concept is. It is using metal dies for your scrapbook pages. And whenever you cut these out, you can see there's some that I cut out of this paper here. When you cut it out, it is a really cool system because everything is frames, okay? Everything is a frame die. So whenever you cut it out of your paper, and then you go and you cut it out of your picture, they're going to mat together perfectly. I should have done this in two different colors, but I did not. But so like this one here, especially if you've got double-sided paper, but my double-sided paper is the same colors, you can see that is going to sit perfectly inside of there. That one is from, which set did I have? Oh, this one was from Photo Die 6. So let me show you this. I'm going to open it up. On the cover, you're going to notice every one has two samples. Some of them actually have more because they can make all different kinds of configurations. All right, so in the package, you've got here again, you've got your two different ideas on here. And then it says includes all dies necessary to make at least two different layout pages, die cut photos, and paper trim border. And then your little center piece comes in here as well. So what you get in here then is you get the 2 different dies in here that are going to cut these shapes. So whenever you run it through once, it's going to cut your outside edge, and it's also going to cut an inside piece. Your inside piece, what you can do with that, well, you can save it for another project. Okay. You can also use it as filler. You're going to see on my page that I did as a sample, I use it as filler because I didn't have as many photos, or I just wanted to show you what happens if you don't have as many photos. Okay. Or you can use this to die cut other things. But then you've got your great little mat. But what is so awesome is, these pages like this, it is impossible to cut your pictures the right size. So when you run this through with your photo is now cut in this shape, and you can make these awesome, awesome little layouts here. Now this one here has 7 photos. This next one over here, they didn't have anything for the center, so they just did 6 photos. I'm going to jump down and I'm going to show you my sample. For my sample, I used photo dies number 18. So here's my sample here using them. I just pulled some pattern paper from Photo Play off the shelf. I grabbed one of, let me come back here. I always tell you I love the Simple Stories little ephemera page pieces. So I grabbed one of those, and this is what I ended up with. Again, with my die set number 18. Die set number 18 has this really cool one. So I was even thinking, oh my gosh, this would have been so cool. Well, it still can be cool for my baseball pages because it kind of looks like home plate. So that would be really fun. So there's that one there. And then you've got the square in there as well. There is that one there. This one comes with some fun extras. I'm going to flip it around so you can see the back. On the back, it shows you exactly what is going to be in it. Okay? So this one comes with some bonus ones. It comes with a little paw print. It's got the little bone. And then it's got this cute little leash with a little tag on it. And when I flip it back over, you're going to see that down in that bottom square there. So here are 2 pages that they did with them. And then here is my version. Now, would it have to be pet? No, I did not use any of the pet stuff in there, mainly because I was doing a cat and not a dog page. But I don't know why I stuck with the pet page. I just did. So there's that one, but look how fun that is. Now, some things I learned as I was doing this. We are getting in some of the plus adhesive runners that are real small, like 1/4 of an inch. No, not quarter, like 1/16 of an inch. Yeah, 1/16 of an inch, because these are skinny. I did fine with my ATG, but it would have been nicer to have a smaller tape runner. So I've got smaller tape runners coming in for these. So that is what I learned with these today. I would prefer to have a smaller tape runner, or liquid glue would have worked as well. I was back in the classroom, and I'm sure we do have liquid glue back here somewhere, but I just had my tape runner. I'm going to hand this to Miss Leslie, and she's getting ready to leave. Oh, Leslie, are you still here? Yep, she is. She got it in the office. She's awesome. Okay, so that is the photo dies, and I'm going to go through the different ones that we got in, but here's my fun little sample. And then if I would have had photos here with me, I thought about it this morning to grab my photos, but between, how it is getting out the door and grabbing your lunch and the bills I had to pay, I had to run to the bank, I had to run and drop off cardboard before I came in, so totally forgot my pictures. But I've got spaces for photos there. And then I kind of, thought at first as I was designing it, I would put a photo there, but I may not now, because I covered it up with this big perfect, but I could still stick a photo underneath there, maybe one that's just not really good. So there's a little bit of photo there. Or if I decide not to put a photo there, I'm probably going to
cut it out of another coordinating piece, maybe like this orange. I've got orange scrap, and put that in here just to give it some, commonality with the colors there. So that's mine. And then let's go ahead and go through the ones that I got in. They do have others, so many others. It was really, really hard to choose, guys. So what I brought in first, and I also talked to one of my friends, Kay, who owns K&K Crafts out in Minnesota, and she had just gotten this line in, and so she even told me some of what were her best sellers whenever she just got the line in, because she had to reorder right away. So hopefully we do too, and hopefully Kay gave me some good choices here. Maybe Indiana and Kentucky girls, and Michigan and Ohio and Illinois girls, because that's where most my stuff goes around here. Hopefully we kind of scrap the same as Minnesota girls, and we brought in some good ones together. So anyway, first set is number 1. Photo dies number 1. I'm going to kind of come in so you can see. You've got some cool shapes in this one. I love that spiral one on the bottom there. And then I'm going to flip it over so you can see everything you're going to get in this one. So this one is a little bit of a bigger set, because you've got 5 different corner options in here. So you get quite a bit more in this one. And then you also get those really cool tab ones that you just saw on the front. And they do also have on here, it talks about a little photo dice group. I joined that on Facebook. So many people, I get inspired by others, as all of us do. So that was really fun to just kind of jump in there and be seeing what other people are doing while I was waiting for my order to come in. Next one we've got is number 2. Number 2 is super cool too. I can come in a little closer for you. So you've got that great little hexagon in there. You've got that great kind of looks like an arrow. Look at that one. Is that not too cool? So I really love the different ideas on here, and I really love the fact that there's a Facebook page, because when I saw this, she's a really new company, but when I saw it at first, I'm like, oh, I don't want all my pages to look the same. But now that I'm on that group and kind of checking stuff out and looking at all the different samples that are on here, I'm like, no, my pages are not going to look the same. And the way you can switch them around so much. So that one is number 2. Number 16 is the one I showed you at first. Number 16 is just $20.29. I should be telling you prices on these. So the first 2 I showed you were, I believe, $30.29. I just dropped the one. Of course, I'm like all thumbs today. Yes, $30.29 on those. This one is just $20.29. You've got those 2 shapes there. And I'm also trying to look at, I've got a sample layouts page here that she sent me. So we may look at that at the end just to show you some other ones. Oh, Sarah, I think we got a time lag. Hopefully I gave you the right ones that you were wanting. Photo dies number 17. It includes all the dies necessary to make at least 6 different page layouts for this one. So the way you can turn them around, but I love that one being filled in there. Love how that one kind of spirals around. And look at all your extra ones you've got in here as well. So fun. This one here is $35.29, because that one, this one even is pretty heavy in my hand. So $35.29 on number 7. I keep going back to my layouts page here. I'm just going to show them to you at the end. I need to quit doing that. Photo dies number 10. I think this one's a cool one too. All right, number 10. So even if I didn't do probably any other pages, I love that shape for my photos. How cool is that? That's a really neat one. This one here is only $15.29 for this set. And then, can you mix and mingle them? Heck yeah, you can. Play around with them. Number 14. Here's 2 different ideas for number 14. 14, you've got that great little shape in there again. You've got some squares in there. Number 14 is 2029. Number 15, ooh, this is a heavy one, but there's a lot in this one. Makes several different page layouts. I think this one has a bunch of, oh yeah, it's got a bunch of squares and rectangles. So the possibilities are endless with this one. This one is 3029. Next up, number 18, that's the one that I used. So there's number 18 right there. Showing you again what's on the back. And mine that I pulled was 3029. So 3029 for number 18. I'm going to try and keep these in the order that their numbers are. So now you can see we're jumping numbers. That's how many I did not order. Okay, because we're on number 18 and I did not get in 18 sets so far. So they've got so many different sets. Next one I did was number 24. I think number 24 is super cool too. Look at that one, how it does that really neat little spiral, almost like, what was that? A Viewmaster. Kind of reminds me of a Viewmaster. Okay, and on the back, you've got a circle, and then you also get that kind of not quite a pie shaped die, and then a little butterfly. This one is 2529 for number 24. Number 25, that's a heavy one. It says it makes at least several, and just from the looks of it, it's got lots of nice little rectangles in there. Oh yeah, it's a layering set. Really fun. And remember, these are all like frames. So this one is super cool, even for card makers as well too. 2529 for this one. Number 25. Number 33. 33 is a fun one because it is all hexagons. And again, remember what makes a difference is that they all make frames. So super cool. And this one's only $15.29 for number 33. Number 34. Now number 34, you're going to notice, also has this great border die on the top and bottom. They do have border dies as well. I got in a few. Check out to see how they go. Number 34 is 2029. Number 38, it's another fun one. I tried to pick out ones that to me, you really can't do. You know, I mean, especially with them making a frame, or they're really hard to cut them without this system. So this one here, now this one does say it is designed for some bigger size photos. So when you're doing your bigger ones, like those there, you're going to want to do, you're going to need to do bigger size prints, okay? That way you can get all your photo in there. This one here is 3029 for number 38. And then the last photo die set we got in was number 56. Number 56 are circles, and they also have a stitch to them. So you're getting stitched frames basically in this one for 2029. So again, just a good set for doing your pages, but then also for card making. This could definitely be used, and even like your shaker cards would be really cute on these as well too. So there's that one. So that's it for the die sets. Then we've got our border dies. This is border die number 5, $15.29 on all the border dies. This is border die number 10. And border die number 16. And we were looking at this one today, and this would be, I mean, just talking about this one, how fun, of course, you know, we think stars, well, 4th of July, but birthdays, back to school would be really cute on here too. You could do it on a Christmas layout as well. Little boy pages, all kinds of fun stuff here. Band, any kind of, you know, musical drama stuff, you could use it on that as well. Those would be good too. And then let me show you some of the sample layouts. So let me grab my little All right, so some of these we already saw. This one here, if you like it, it uses set number 6. This one uses one I did not get in, number 43. This one, the circles are from set number 27, it says. Number 15, we did get this one, and that is actually on the page itself. Number 38, we got that one. Number 28. Number 24, we got that one. And number 32. Debbie would like border die number 16. Thank you, my dear. 34 up here we got. See some other ones that are good. I do like these. I didn't get anything too specific, but number 29, that one's really cool with the kind of nautical look to it. Here's number 22 with those gears. Number 31 is nesting star frames, which is cool. Number 18, we got that one. 33, we got that one. Let's see here. Number 17 is kind of cool. Number 12 is kind of neat. And then we did get in these bottom ones. I think that's just showing. And like this one here, that one is number 2. And then it has a little bit of number 8, it says as well. That might be where the butterfly or maybe some of the inside little pieces come in. But so that is photo dies. So let me know what you think. Like I said, I know a lot of times I feel like we cater to the card makers, and for scrapbookers, getting you paper and embellishments, that's normally all I can get for you, different albums, things like that. So it's really hard finding something new and different to inspire my scrapbookers. But I think these are really, really cool. It allows you to kind of document in a little bit different of a way than what you've done before. I will tell you that page was super easy and quick to put together because I didn't have to measure anything. I just ran it all through my switch machine, and it just zoop 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 cut it all out. I put it on my background paper and put some embellishments on, and I was done. I mean, literally, I think that page took me maybe 20, 25 minutes, something like that. And I'm not a less than 30-minute page kind of girl. So that was great. And probably what will take me the longest is picking out which pictures of Miss Cindy I want to put on there now that she's got a little page already done for her. Are you leaving, Miss Leslie? Yeah. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. And Donna says that she's got a lot of photo dies and they are fun. So thank you so much for chiming in with that, Donna. I do appreciate that. Now, one thing I did want to tell you guys, and that's why I left this one open. Okay, so whenever you are putting these on your machine, I'm going to flip around again. Anytime you are putting dies and running them through your machine. So I'm using my switch, okay? And when I'm putting them through the switch, friends, when you've got dies with a straight edge like this, do not run your dies like that, all right? Always, always, always give them a little bit of a turn, all right? When the pressure from those wheels goes across your dies and it's hitting your dies all on these nice straight edges, that pressure, whenever it comes out, then you're more apt to curl your die. You're also more apt to not get a nice clean cut because it can't apply pressure the way the machine is intended to. It's got too many places it's trying to push down on at once. They're all straight edges, so it just is not a happy machine. So anytime you've got straight edges, always give it a little bit of a tilt like that. And that way, and that also prevents, sometimes whenever you run a die through, you can hear it pop. Not like cutting into your mat either, because a new mat is always going to snap, crackle, pop because it's brand new. But like if you run it through and you run it through nice and straight, okay, you are probably going to notice that you hear popping sounds coming from your machine. That is not a good sound. Now, are you hurting anything? No, not really, but you are warping your dies and causing them to wear out a lot sooner. So always, friends, turn your dies when you run them through. What's going to happen? Your machine's going to be happier. You're going to get better cuts and you're going to get more life out of your dies. If you do warp one and it bows, is it ruined? No, it is not ruined. Run it through a few more times, going the right way. That should help it as well, just to kind of, get it back into sorts. You may even want to flip it, meaning, if you always cut, with your dies face up, we'll switch them around, cut them face down now a few times whenever you run it through, and that should help with a little bit of that warping as well. But especially with these, because you've got nice straight edges on these, don't just run them through like this, because what's going to happen is you're going to cause those dies to curl because you've got all these nice straight edges on them. So I almost forgot to tell you that. All right, well, friends, hopefully you see something that you like. If not, there is just some other neat stuff coming out as well, and we are trying to stay on top of it all for you guys and bring you some different things that you may have not have tried before or seen before. And next time you're in, just check them out. And if you have some, feel free in the Doodlebug dish to share some samples of what you're making with them. So Donna's saying they're addictive. So Donna, if you've got pages you want to share, we would love to see them as well. Because this is all new for all of us here at the Doodlebug. So again, here is my little page I quickly made with them using set number 18. 2 pieces of paper, 3, I lied, 3 pieces of paper because this was my background. And then I used my print and a solid piece. And actually, friends, this is perfect for your scraps. All of these blue pieces I cut from scraps that I had in our scrap box because I didn't need a full-size sheet. I had lots of little squares, rectangles, half cut into pieces that were all apparently from the same project or a couple projects, and the blue was the same color. So I cut all of these out of my scraps. So perfect, making me use my scrap, and then one of the little page pieces from Simple Stories. Like I said, I think I was back here, seriously, 20-25 minutes picking out the paper that I wanted, and the embellishments probably took me the longest. And once I sat down, the design was easy peasy for me. I just copied the one off the front, so it was quick and easy. So, all right, everybody. Again, I'm Hannah from the Doodlebug in Jasper, Indiana. Thank you so much for tuning in today and checking out our What's New at the Doodlebug. We do have another order already checked in. I've just got to receive it. So we've already got our What's New ready to go for tomorrow. Hope you guys love the photo dies. Check them out. And again, if you've already got some of these, please share them in the Doodlebug dish and let us know what set you used as well. So until next time, friends, hope you have an amazing evening, and I will see you soon. You can always check us out online, and these are all online at www.thedoodlebuginc.com. When you do the shop now, you can shop by vendor and then scroll down and find photo dies, or you can go into the metal dies category and they are in there as well. Or you can just go into the new for August 2023 and check them all out there. All right, everybody, thanks so much, and I will see you soon. Bye.